Hi everyone! So in this video I'm going to show you how I made an embroidery on a sweatshirt, like a hoodie. The hoodie is for my friend whose birthday is coming up soon, and I actually was meant to do this for him last year for his birthday, and he gave me the hoodie and I didn't do it and it was with me for like a year and he couldn't even wear it because I was just holding on to it for no reason because I wasn't working on it. So if he's watching this, I'm sorry. Anyways, but I finally managed to atone for my sins, and yeah, I really wanted to do it for his birthday now. And he kind of told me he wants something kind of abstract. For a while I kind of didn't know what to do, but then I just went on Pinterest and I looked up some stuff, and I actually got really inspired by a lot of images I saw where people are using really colorful thread and just really cool either like textures or different shapes and stuff. I kind of kept my design pretty simple because I didn't have a lot of time to make it super intricate, so I kept my stitches quite simple. This is actually not the first time I'm embroidering a sweater. Back at the start of 2023 I decided to take a pink sweater of mine that had holes in it and cover up those holes with some colorful embroidery. At the time I was sub-renting an apartment in Sofia, and I shot these videos with the intention of editing them and uploading them to YouTube. And this was back in 2023, so the idea of making YouTube videos has been on my mind for quite some time. At that time I was feeling like I could not do a voiceover for that video. I was too shy about that, and anyway, I was living in a really small studio apartment with my partner, and even now I feel pretty weird about talking to the camera if I feel like other people can see me or even hear me. Maybe I'll get over that one day, but that's how I feel right now. But yeah, I never actually edited that video or uploaded it anywhere. I was going through a really rough period in my life back then with a lot of like stress and panic attacks, and so maybe that's why I never edited those videos. But I'm glad I shot them anyway because now I can look back and see how much everything has changed in just 2 years, and I'm in a much better place in my life right now than I was then. I also think it's pretty interesting that I chose to do a really colorful embroidery that's like full of life. It's so like optimistic, and it's definitely the opposite of how I was feeling at that time. I think I was just yearning for some optimism and something good to happen to me. Any kind of art that you make and you document the process of is going to remind you of specific times in your life, especially if you're like me and you struggle to keep a diary, like a written diary of stuff that happened. I also like struggle to remember things that happened in general in my life, and yeah, I think it's just cool to record the process of doing something like this. But anyways, back to the present. I began by cleaning up the hoodie a bit with a lint roller. Then I put the hoodie on myself, and I wanted to mark the areas where the hoodie is laying flat naturally, so where there is like no folds. And of course this is going to look different on me than it would on my friend because we have different bodies, but still I felt like this could be helpful to just take a fabric pen, which is these types of pens that if you apply heat to it, it just erases. So I was just marking out general areas where I think the embroideries could go, almost like a frame. Also, how funny does it look when you wear a hoodie but you have like a ponytail or like a hair bun? It just looks like, who's this gnome? Garden gnome. Nice one. So now I have these areas that I know that when you put the jumper on, it lays flat. And it's not like I'm gonna embroider the whole area, but I just kind of know where it lays flat. Super helpful. So it's time to draw the designs, and I'm a bit nervous about it. I don't have any pattern or any design. I think the idea is to kind of just improvise some abstract shapes, and I kind of have to just trust myself and be spontaneous and have fun and be playful and not overthink it, because it's supposed to be like abstract shapes and squiggly lines and textures. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. Later that evening, I began the embroidery process. I just settled in with a cozy fantasy movie, and I just relaxed and felt really good about it, and felt super happy that I was finally doing it after such a long time that I promised my friend that I would do it. So I changed the design a lot. I erased a lot of the shapes that I started with because it was just way too busy, and this is what I have so far. I still want to do something on the pouch, and I'm still going to do something on the sleeves. And I'm not sure about the back of the sweatshirt. Should I do something on the back? I don't know. This whole thing is a surprise for my friend. I mean, he knows that I'm doing it, but he doesn't know what the design is, and so I can't ask him questions to be like, do you want something on the back or not? Or I guess I could ask him. I don't know. But yeah, I basically did what's called a back stitch for this, and for this, and for this. So then now I thought I should switch it up a bit and do like a chain stitch, but I haven't done a chain stitch in forever, so I used like this front, kind of like the neckline, I guess. And I thought I would just do like a practice chain stitch here, and then I'll probably continue it down and kind of do some other abstract line. And it looks pretty good. And I mostly wanted to practice kind of what it would be like to do sharp edges going down. And you can see that there's like a couple of stitches kind of sticking out when you do that. But I don't mind that, I guess. And then I have some like swirly whirlies over here, just some spirals. And then I really want to do something on like the edge of the pouch. Just a little bit of a something there. We'll see, but this is my progress so far. It looks fun, and when it's just like a line art, it's quite easy to get through it. Like, it doesn't take too long. I think that this took me about 40 minutes to make, so it's not too bad. Nice. See you later with some more of my progress. This is the exact moment I realized that the laces of the hoodie are covering up some of the design. And I just hadn't thought about that at all. So I'm doing a stitch now that I kind of just made up. Well, maybe there's a name for it, but I have no idea. I just made like a rectangle, and then I'm just kind of securing it in place with these little stitches. It's quite cute. I like it. I don't know if that footage of me watering the garden made you want to pee. Or maybe it just made you want to drink water, which is good, right? Okay, so I've given the sweater a wash because I accidentally got it a little bit dirty, and it looks so cute that it's been washed and like all the markings are gone. And I showed it to my partner. Let me increase the brightness of it. I showed it to my partner. We both agreed that it doesn't need a lot of embroidery. Hello, are you focusing? Excuse me. Hi. Yeah, I showed it to my partner, and we both kind of agreed that it shouldn't have too much stuff going on it. And I asked him if he thinks I should put embroidery on the sleeves, and he said no. So I think I will not do embroidery on the sleeves for now, but if my friend ends up wanting that, then I can always add some later as well. And it's the summer now anyway, so he's not gonna wear it until like autumn, so there's many months in which I could add more designs to it. So I'm gonna go outside now and do some embroidery, and I'm gonna do a few more of these little rectangles because I really like them with like different colors. And I still haven't decided if I want to add something to the border of this pocket maybe. But after that it will pretty much be done. So yeah, I'm excited. I think it's nice that it's more minimal. Like, I'm more of a maximalist, so I would probably add a lot more to it. But I think when I'm doing stuff for other people, it's better if I'm a bit more contained. And this project pretty much went exactly how I thought it would. Like, I started off with drawing so many designs on it and kind of being a maximalist about it, and then as the project progresses I'm like, oh okay, I need to like cut down basically. I don't know if that's like an ADHD thing, kind of. This happens to me a lot in like all kinds of creative projects. Like, I start off with kind of a lot visually, and then I have to kind of take a break, step back, look at it, ask some other people for feedback, and then be like, okay, actually this is too busy, or like there's too much stuff going on, and it would be much more impactful if I like trim it down a bit and like have less elements but like more impactful. And that was very much the case with this one as well. So I'm gonna go outside. We just put a sofa outside. It feels really luxurious, so I'm gonna go sit on the sofa under the walnut tree and do some embroidery while it's still shady there. And yeah, it's starting to get really hot. It's like the 1st of June hit and it just got immediately hot. It's like, whoa, summer. We get it. Relax. I'm not over spring yet. I want it more spring. But I think it's very much summer vibes now. So I finished my rectangles. They look so cute. And now I want to do blanket stitch, I think it's called, on the edge of the pocket here. But I have to look up a YouTube tutorial and then I think it will be done. Yay!
Now let's begin making blanket stitches.
Okay, I had to restart it, but I think I got the hang of it now. Trying to keep it as evenly spaced as possible. Ah, so chaotic. So you have to put the needle through the loop like this. And then it forms like a cool stitch. Ah! No! My threads come out of the needle. Oh god. I hate the way embroidery floss just starts to come undone, and then when you try to rethread the needle, you kind of have to try to like make it into one single thread again. It's actually really difficult to rethread the needle with all of those threads intact. It's really annoying. Ah, I did it. Okay, nice. I don't love how it looks. Maybe I'll redo it. I kind of imagined it bigger, like I should have started like here somewhere. But yeah, I don't love how it looks. It looks pretty boring. So I think I'm gonna start over. Okay, so I redid it like bigger, but I just don't really like how it looks. Because blanket stitches look cool like this from the side, but like from the front it just looks like some lines. And when I look at the overall thing, I'm just really unimpressed by it. So I'm gonna undo it again and maybe figure out something else I can do here. Something fun, something interesting, something quirky. Okay, so I decided to do something called a fern stitch, which I've never done before, so that's exciting. I'm trying to draw a straight line as much as possible. And now I have to watch a tutorial. Also, I decided to use a different color. This orange, which I think looks a lot better. The other color I was using was a really pale green and it almost looks like white, and I didn't like that. This is more saturated. It's such a cute stitch. Oh my god. Why have I never done this stitch before? I'm just like watching a YouTube tutorial and following it and sewing as I watch it. Oh, okay, I think did I miss a step? Yes. Going back. Okay, I think I did a bit of a mistake. We'll see. Oh my god, it's so difficult to follow. It's a really tricky stitch. You have to come out through like this. I probably should have practiced this on a different fabric. Like on a test fabric. Okay, I'm kind of doing it, I guess. It's not super even, but something is happening. So you go through here, the same hole at the base, and then sweetheart, then through here without stabbing yourself, hopefully. Okay, this is super uneven. Like this one is so much shorter than this one and they're completely different angles, but whatever, we persevere. I go through this hole again. Pause the video. Wait, I'm not as fast as you. Gosh, I feel like tutorials should just like do everything slower, as if you've never done it before. Trying to keep it the same as the other stitches, but it's so hard. Also, the fabric is really thick here, so okay. Yes, I think I'm finally starting to remember the stitches without having to watch the video. Almost. Almost. We're getting there. Gosh, the fabric is so thick. And then through like this. Okay, so my camera has run out of battery. But this is the stitch. It's looking pretty cute. So I'm gonna continue doing this off camera. and then I'm going to show you the final result. Okay, I finished my fern stitch. I couldn't go all the way down here because I ran out of thread, so I decided to stop there. It looks so cute. This is the back of it. Yeah, I'm really happy I learned a new stitch for this. Let's take this off. I'm gonna go now inside and use some heat to remove the pen marks. And then the garment is complete. Such a fun project. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I'm so happy to be filming outside. Hey camera that ran out of battery. Under this tree is so magnificent. I love this tree so much. Our beautiful walnut tree. So without further ado, this is the final result. This is how it turned out. I asked my partner to model it for me. I think it's really fun. It makes me want to embroider clothes more of my clothes, and if my friends want me to do it as well, then I'm totally up for it. It just turns like garments into such specific, unique, special things that like no one else will have this, you know? So that's really cool. I hope my friend enjoys it as well. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, you can subscribe to my channel. I'm going to post more embroidery videos, and I also want to do more videos with arts and crafts, I guess, and also some more illustration videos. But yeah, let me know if you liked it. Let me know if you plan on embroidering your clothes. The stitch that I used that was the easiest on this project was the back stitch, so that's really easy to use. Just look it up on YouTube, and there are a lot of tutorials you can learn from, and it's just actually so fast. Like, I know that when people think about hand stitching, it's kind of intimidating because you think it's gonna take a long time, but actually if you just sit down in front of a movie, like, you can do so much in like one sitting. Plus you can take it with you on like commutes, if you're commuting on a train or a bus or something, or like you can take it with you when you're hanging out with people, and just, I think it's cool. Like, you can multitask in a way while you're doing embroidery, and for me it helps a lot psychologically. Like, I'm not really one to meditate, but I kind of feel like it's almost like meditation. I can just kind of zone out into my own thoughts, and your mind is just processing things the way that your mind processes things when you're dreaming, for example. So I just think it's really good for your mental health, and then the result is like amazing. So like even the most basic embroidery and the most basic stitches and the simplest of shapes and forms bring like so much joy to a garment that I feel like it's just a win-win-win all across the board. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if you liked it. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bye!